Let's start with a bit of foundation, and on my face today I'm going to use this, which is, if I can get the angle right, it is the Moisturising makeup, and it has a satin finish. So beautiful colour. I'll put some on the back of my hand so you can see, and you don't need very much because it's very rich. So there it is on the back of my hand, and I'm just going to take a normal foundation brush and begin to work that over the face. It's a lovely colour. It's got nice sort of warm tones to it. And you don't need very much because it is quite a full coverage makeup. And I'm going to apply it just to the places on my face which actually need covering, which is not everywhere. So places like this, slightly over the lips, really nice and moisturising, and just to even out that colour. Here with sort of swiping motion, but in lots of different directions, so that we don't get those streak marks. If you find you're still getting streak marks, don't worry too much about it. You can sort of even it out with a sponge. Or just a fluffier brush, just to get rid of any streak marks. But really it's about loading up your brush with the right amount of product so that you're not getting too much where you don't need it. Make sure we go down the neck as well. All foundationed up, and the next thing I'm going to use this Touche Éclat style concealer. So it's a twist up. Just twist that up a bit and then use the brush or your finger to apply it where you need it. And I'm just going to apply it with my finger and just dot it gently under the eye. It's quite a nice light concealer. You can see where I'm putting it is just on that area where the under eye sort of dark area meets my normal skin, and that's all you need. Touch in the corner, bring it down, nice even tone. There we are. And anywhere else that you need it, so a bit here, just going to stipple that on, and then a bit here. But there, you can see it's really done a great job at lightening up under the eye. This really nice satin pressed powder. It's basically just a translucent sort of powder, but this one is coloured, so it's called medium, so it's medium 2. And I'm just going to take kind of one of these duo fibre brushes, dip that in, tap it off, and gently work that in, just to set the foundation and concealer. You can use a powder puff, anything you want. This is just what I had to hand. And I do love this brush, this is one of my favourites. It's just kind of gentle, it gets a nice amount of product on without overloading, and you can actually use it to really work into the skin because it's not too harsh, because I mean it has these little weeny sort of bristles. So really just give yourself, I'm not picking up very much, that's the other benefit of having this brush, is you're not picking up as much as you think. So it's wonderful if you just want a hint of something, or you really want to concentrate on an area without overwhelming it with product. Just a highlight colour, and this is one from Kiko, which is an Italian brand, and it's number 54, which I'm sure has a name, but I don't know what it is. So this is a really nice sort of lemony colour, and I'm just going to pop that above the crease, just a smidge, to give us that highlight. There we are, just a touch. And now to take the lighter of the two colours in this palette. So this is a really beautiful I would say it's sort of a brown, sort of light tan, sort of suede colour. Really load up the brush and then pop it over the centre, just up to the crease. And it's got a lovely shimmer to it. Really nice. It's very, very similar to Amber Lights. Now that it's on my skin, it's very similar to Amber Lights, maybe slightly more rusty and coppery. But I'm getting a similar effect, and Amber Lights is one of my everyday colours that I wear on the lid. So there we go, that's going on really nicely, and I'm just tapping it on with this C brush, which is a really good brush for tapping on large amounts. There we are. That's nice. Just over the lid. Now you could wear that on its own, but I'm just going to deepen out the crease slightly with the other colour, which is more of a sort of, definitely lighter than Satin taupe, but quite similar with the gold reflect in it. I'm just going into the crease with this little brush, this dome brush. I think is an e.l.f. Studio. Yes, it is. It's the dome contour brush. Really good for this. Just going into the crease. And you can see that that's just giving my eyes a bit more definition. I'm also going to take that darker colour and just pop it along the lash line. Another good thing to do is to have a look from the side to make sure you've got the angle just right. And on this side, you can see I need to actually just bring it up a bit to here. And you're not going to see that unless you have a look from the side. I think the eyeshadows were quite creamy and soft. Quite easy to apply as well actually. Very minimal fallout, which is good. Quite nice from a pressed shadow. Now, the next thing I'm going to use is a liquid liner. I'm also quite impressed with this because it has a really nice long sort of wand, but if you look at it up close, it's really fine, very, very fine, and not too soft. I don't like it when liquid liners are too soft, because I like quite a sharp, defined sort of line. So I'm just going to lay that along top. It's actually very easy to use. Getting that in, neatening that line up. And going in. I'm going very, very close to the lash line. I'll pop this through the lashes. And just give those a really... You can come back maybe 2 or 3 times, but just make sure it's nicely dried. Same on the other side. Yeah, very nice brush. It's really big and sort of, you do get a decent coat. So the other thing I really like about this mascara is actually the tube, because when you put this back in and you pull it out, it's actually quite hard to get out. I mean, not really difficult, but what that's doing is it's taking lots of the excess mascara back into the tube, and it means that you won't get as many horrendous clumping horrible things. There, that's a really decent coat. I mean, now you can really see my lashes. They look thicker and longer and definitely black, so I'm very pleased with that. Okay, next up we're going to do the lips, and I've got a lip pencil and matching lip moisture lip care, and this is in the colour Birch, which is really a lovely natural colour, which is going to suit everybody. It's just one of those colours. That's lovely. It's a really nice colour. It's got a nice consistency. It's not too soft. and it's not too hard either. Moisturising lipstick, and it has vitamin E and apricot extracts. And look how glossy that is, that's so nice. Very nice. Really glossy and lovely and soft. That feels very nice. Sungold, and it's so pretty, utterly gorgeous. And I'm just going to take my blusher brush. These are quite powdery. I'm just going to run that over the cheekbone, pick up a touch more. I mean, you don't need very much. Quite well pigmented, you can sort of see. Really picking up top of the cheekbone. You don't need very much, I have to say. Just like that. And I do the lighter colour first, and then I'm going to follow it with this one, which is another must-have, I think, in terms of neutral colours for autumn. And it's this one, which looks a little bit dark. It's called Hot Chestnut, but it's not. It's all in sort of how you use it. So again, pick up a tiny bit, and then we're going to run that under the cheekbone and into that sort of hollow to give us a really nice effect. Underneath, and that sort of two-toned effect gives a really nice healthy glow. There. Just go back with your duo fibre brush and just give everything a really nice blend. Now I think that is a really nice sort of flattering daytime look. Sorry, the sun's sort of creeping round. I really like it, and you could wear this in the evening too. It's really kind of warm, it's not overdone, and you just look really sort of nice and healthy. So a more fuller review will probably follow on my blog, where there'll be pictures as well as sort of pictures of this look as well. So thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.